Hello and welcome to Cinequest 2022. I'm your host, Bridget Guila, coming to you from the beautiful California Theater in San Jose, California. Please join me on the red carpet as we celebrate opening night with entertainers, artists, and special guests as they discuss their creativity and thoughts that went into their movies and projects. A big thank you to Cinequest CEO and founder Haftin Hassi. And now it's time once again to get elated as we enjoy our return to the red carpet.
Thanks for having me. Bridget, I almost had that same dress on.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is what I looked forward to.
I had it on. I looked in the mirror and I was like, you know what? I wasn't feeling it. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. So tell me how you got started, and we were excited to watch your premiere.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm here for Linoleum, which is an indie film, it's hard to describe, but I play a guy who has a kids' science show that always dreamed of being an astronaut, and then a rocket lands in his backyard, and he decides to build his own rocket to go to outer space. So it's a very realistic. It's very grounded, but there's a lot of layers going on in this movie. You have to see it. You're sitting next to me during the movie, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Okay.
We can train.
I'm not sitting next to that lady. She's trouble. She gets all handsy halfway through. It's pretty exciting for people to see this movie. It is one of those films. I mean, all films are probably better in a theater, but I feel like this is the type of the film that I don't think you want to be interrupted. I think you want to watch it and kind of sink into your seat a little bit and enjoy it.
Yeah. You said there's many layers.
Yeah. There's definitely. It's weird. I also like movies that leave you with some questions, so you can talk about it afterwards.
Thought-provoking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I really enjoy your comedy.
Oh, thank you.
Especially the massage.
Oh yeah, the massage jokes. Yeah.
If you had one joke for us, what would it be?
It's just too filthy to say.
All right.
No.
Welcome to Cinequest.
Thank you so much. Welcome to Cinequest. That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Follow through with welcome to Cinequest.
Welcome to Cinequest.
2022.
Welcome to Cinequest 2022. We're in the future. It was 2019 yesterday.
Yeah.
So weird. You don't realize that right now this is all a simulation, just so that you could have this experience. Like, there's no movie, there's no theater. This has all just been built so that we can have this experience.
That is really deep.
It is.
Really deep. You're so amazing.
Oh, thanks so much.
You are one of our favorites.
Oh,
You're clean and hilarious and silly and goofy.
Thanks
and very intelligent as well.
Thank you so much. I mean, I think I almost come across as human, right? Like, people think I'm human, but I'm not. When they're gonna invade, and I'm like, it'd be nice. And there's like certain people where I'm like, don't kill them. I mean, well, they're not gonna kill. They're gonna turn them into slave laborers. But I'm gonna tell them, don't kill you. But that lady definitely. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, you really made my day.
Oh,
I hope you enjoy.
Thank you.
Hello there. Welcome to Cinequest. And welcome to this beautiful California theater in Silicon Valley.
Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland, but I now live in Danville, California.
Oh, I love Danville. It's so peaceful.
It's extremely peaceful. not a lot's going on. A lot of time to concentrate on film.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me about your film.
Yeah, so Reggie and June is based on a black father who completely botches a Chinese American event. Even though I didn't do that in real life, my wife is Chinese American, and we wanted it to be based on kind of our real life. And so it is an exaggerated version of what happened to us. It's a dramedy, and I basically share what happened at that event. And I talk about race, I talk about culture, and my 3-year-old son Quentin is in the film as well, and so he plays a role.
That makes it so special. How did it get started?
Yeah, so I had this idea. Me and my wife would have conversations at night, and we would talk about race, we would talk about culture, and I was like, man, it would be really, I want people to hear this conversation. But our conversations are too cordial. And as a filmmaker, I know that conflict is what really brings people in. So I made the two characters that had some conflict, that was talking about culture and race. And so I played the character Reggie, and I tried to convince my wife to play June, but I got an actor, her name is Grace Chan Ing, and she did an excellent job, and she plays June. And so us two are just going at it, talking about culture and race, and what it means to be black in America, what it means to be Asian American, and raising a Blasian 3-year-old boy in America. And yeah, that's what basically what the film is about.
I love that Blasian.
Yeah. I think the more appropriate term that I figured out is called Afro-Asian. So we've been Blasian, Afro-Asian. That's kind of what we've been going between. Yeah.
And how did your son pick up on all the acting, and did he have to do script, or was it very natural?
So for Quentin, I try to get very natural things for Q, just like I'm picking him up and bringing him to places. He comes into a fencing club and he says something to Todd Risby, who plays his grandfather in the film. But the first day of filming, Quentin was crying really bad. And I felt bad. I was like, oh no, like maybe this isn't for him. But he was able to calm down and he was able to understand what was happening. And he was fine for the rest of the 2 days of filming. So it was
because he had a sword.
Yeah. Yep. And I was there, and his actual mom was there while we were filming, and so it made it much easier for Quentin.
Very nice. So where do we find your film? Where is it premiering?
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be playing here at the California Theater. It's going to be playing August 20th at 11:30 a.m. Saturday, August 20th, 11:30 a.m. I'm really excited. I'm going to bring some family and friends in. I hope people can come and see it. I think it really represents the Bay Area because the Bay Area is extremely diverse. It's black, Asian, white, Southeast Asian, Italian, white. It's so many different things. And so I really want people to come in and be able to hear the story of this interracial marriage and really root for Reggie and June because I really think this is going to be something. And last thing, feature film script is finished, and I'm working on getting this feature film, wanting this to be a feature film, and talking to certain executives, I can't say names right now, to really get this to be a feature film and to really get this out so people can watch it.
Beautiful. Well, welcome to Cinequest 2022.
I'm extremely excited. Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah.
You're very welcome. Hello, welcome to Cinequest 2022.
We're so excited to be here, finally.
Yes. Tell me about finally.
It's been a long time waiting for this moment. It's our world premiere, and we've been working on this film for many, many years. My co-writer Kamal John Iskander from LA, and my lead actor Hakim Brahimi from Montreal. So we are very pleased to be here to present the film in San Jose.
Well, tell me about the synopsis of the movie.
Yes, Montreal Girls tells the story of Rami, his character, who is a Middle Eastern student going to Montreal to become a doctor, because that is what his father wants for him. And then he meets with two Montreal girls who will reveal his destiny to him and make him change his mind about his future. And it's a very uplifting coming-of-age drama with a lot of heart, and it's a feel-good movie.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
And so tell me your name.
Hakim Brahimi. Nice to meet you as well.
So tell me about your role again, a little bit deeper.
Yep, it's the role of an Egyptian son who comes from Egypt and has his mother dying from cancer, unfortunately. So he finds himself obligated in studying in medicine, which is also something imposed by his father. So he is doubtful about continuing doing his medicine study as he goes to Montreal and discovers girls who are going to be sooner his inspirations for becoming a great poet. So it's a very interesting movie in the thematic of the discovery of self, and a great masterpiece for encouraging youth and younger generations into doing what they want to do and following their path. Yep.
Sounds thought-provoking as well.
Yeah, it is. It
Yes.
has some edge because it's inspired by my own journey being a photographer in the subcultures of Montreal, the underground scene, and really is to reveal characters that question what they are doing and then find a self-realization about following their purpose. So
This is the kind of film I probably would definitely like.
Yes.
Really enjoy. May I ask?
My name is Kamal. Yes. I'm the caterer. I made tacos. They were delicious.
We all like tacos. Isn't this Tuesday? Taco Tuesday?
What's that? I hope it's Taco Tuesday. I'm so ready for Taco Tuesday. Are you kidding? I'm ready for Taco Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm the co-writer of the film, Montreal Girls, and Patricia and I worked together for a few years on the project to bring it, to fruition. And now here we are in San Jose, showing the film, and we're quite beside ourselves with, pride and everything else. And this is the first time I meet Hakeem, the lead actor of the film, and
Also my first time in San Jose.
it's his first time in San Jose. It's probably my first time in San Jose. Or, have you been to San Francisco before? No. But we love it. It's great. We're super excited to be here. So, thank you.
Thank you so much. You would have to also visit San Francisco as well. Hello there, and welcome to Cinequest 2022. If you don't mind introducing yourself one by one.
Sure, I'm Shako Omari. Hi.
I'm Charles J. Malone, and we're both producers on Alpha Male.
Could you repeat that?
We're both producers on Alpha Male.
Alpha Male. Could you tell me about the synopsis?
Yeah, sure. It follows this guy, Pietro, that he gets sent to a self-help group by his fiance to quit smoking. However, he ends up in another group, which turns out to be a self-help group for men who are pushovers. Right? And then it escalates from there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a socio-political dramedy, so.
Yeah,
Very nice.
It explores toxic masculinity and the dangers of following a wrong leader. So that support group goes really quickly to like standing up to your wife, to this conspiracy movement of how women are trying to hold down men.
I love it. Where is it premiering?
Hammer tonight at 7, tomorrow at 2, also at the Hammer, and then Monday the 29th.
At the Pruneyard Theater.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, tell me more. So how did it get started?
Okay. I
I'll
love
let you
this.
go.
So it's actually a brother and sister writer-director group, Katya and Igor. They're brilliant. We did a short film called Leader in 2018 that did pretty well, and it actually got the attention of the Polish Film Institute, who supported a much larger feature version, which led us to Alpha Male. Yeah.
Yep. So we were lucky enough that we helped them with development into the feature, and then I was lucky enough to go to Poland and help out with the cast and crew and just kind of keep things like organized and whatnot. So this is actually the U.S. premiere of it. We've been able to premiere it in Cairo and Gao in India, so now we're here representing it in the U.S. and we're super excited.
This is so exciting.
Yeah.
What a success.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and we think it's such a timely story right now. with the Me Too movement happening and understanding what it means to be a male in today's society, and what toxic masculinity, as well again as following the wrong leader, can do, especially to our male counterparts out there.
I mean, not just Me Too, but everything Poland went over the last few years. It is insanely poignant and relevant to what actually just went on with Roe v. Wade, because almost abortion's completely banned in Poland, and we're in some weird times here. So Katya has this brilliant way of taking these dark topics and making this comedic satire that is actually really, really, really relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you write the story?
No. Katya and Igor, they're like a brother and sister.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Welcome to Cinequest 2022. May I ask your name?
Hi, my name is Gabriele Fabre. I'm a director.
Okay. And tell me about your. Is it a movie or a short film?
It's a feature film. The film, it's the Grand Bolero. It's this romantic thriller about Roxanne, which is a pipe organ restorer. She cleans pipe organs inside churches. And it's set during the pandemic in Italy, northern Italy. And while she's repairing this ancient pipe organ, she basically falls in love with her new assistant, which is a person way younger than her. She's mute, she can't talk, so she falls in love with the way she plays, and eventually becomes an obsessive type of relationship between the two.
Yeah. And how did it get started?
It's pandemic. Well, I guess that's a common story. But yeah, it was in Italy, in northern Italy, when the pandemic happened.
Yes, we all remember that.
Yeah, So everybody was so afraid, and everybody was so afraid of touching each other, that I thought okay, I need to include this into a story. So I mixed that with my deep obsession with pipe organs, which, by the way, we are at the Cinequest in the California Theater, which has a huge pipe organ in the. Yeah, it's right back there. Yes. You can see it, but also in the theater, it's playable. It's a giant one. Yes. So I'm really looking forward to see the film about pipe organs with an actual pipe organ in the theater.
Yes, this is so amazing. So do you play?
I do not. I wish, but I love music. I mean, all I want to do as a filmmaker is to bring importance to music at every project.
Yes. Where are you premiering your?
This already premiered. Yeah, we're at the end of the festival circuit. I think this is going to be one of the last ones. We're releasing, I believe, in October on Amazon, so streamers. And it's actually going to get in theaters also. I just got the news. It's going to get released in theaters.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Jeff Pictures page, or just any social media, usual stuff. Just Google. That's what people say usually.
Okay. Hi, welcome to Cinequest 2022. What brings you here today?
Our film Can't Have It Both Ways is a part of the Shorts 2 program. My name's Jordan. I'm very excited to be here. Jordan Aquino.
And I'm Jen Garcia. I helped produce the film.
Nice.
I have.
Yes, I remember you. Yes. So tell me about your film.
Well, it is a musical film. It's a short about a Latina woman who goes on a date, and it's going very, very well until she finds out her romantic counterpart is on the other side of the political spectrum. And instead of it turning into a heated debate, it turns into a musical. So that's our film.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
And Jordan wrote the song and the script.
Well, what inspired you?
Mostly being stuck at home during COVID. Yes, we were just in the house, and the previous administration and what was going on socially and politically, and it ended up being a love letter to our community, and it was just something we needed to go out and make, and that's what inspired the film. We just wanted to get together with our friends and make something meaningful, and that was what happened. So
I really like that you said it's a love letter to the community. Could you elaborate on that?
Sure. Well, our film is very diverse. Our director, Morningstar Angeline, is an incredible Indigenous actress, writer, director. Everyone in our ensemble and our cast is mostly people of color and LGBTQ plus community. So we really got to represent the diverse group of people that we are, and we got to talk about social themes that are really important to us. So our film was about who we are as people and who we are as artists, and everybody came together in this incredible alchemy to make this thing happen in 7 weeks. So I cannot believe we were able to make this film, but it was a really powerful experience as a filmmaker, I have to say.
And you said 7 weeks, so you pulled all this together within that short amount of time? That's really incredible. I hear about 2 years and sometimes 3 years, but I rarely ever hear 7 weeks.
Jordan and I connected over the internet during quarantine, and we had never really worked together before, so we thought this was a good way to try, and we fundraised, wrote a song, wrote a musical, casted, pulled everything together, shot, edited, colored, in the can, 7 weeks from beginning to end.
That is inspiring alone.
So our trailer for our film, you can find it on my social media, which is Jordan, JORDYN _Aquino, AQUINO, on my Instagram, so it's posted there. And then our film is playing tonight at the 3 Below Theater at 6:45. And then, what was the other time? You know it.
1:30 p.m. tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, that one I can do. Yes, yes, yes. So, is there anything else you'd like to illuminate on it?
Just, this is my second time at Cinequest, as you mentioned, and I love this festival. It really changed the trajectory of our film, Pasole, from 2 years ago. We won an award here, and after that award, our film gained so much credibility. We screened for the Academy. We went on a full Oscar run. We didn't win, but we had such an amazing time, and it all started with this festival, so I'm excited to be back.
Well, thank you so much. So tell me about your movie.
Hi, my name is Sean Perry. I'm the writer and director of Dash. I'll let you talk.
I'm Alex Molina. I'm the lead actor and the producer, or a producer.
And I'm Elizabeth Heroyan. I was the production manager, stage manager.
Nice to meet all of you.
Pleasure.
Tell me about this movie.
That's usually his gig. I'll let you take that one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Dash is a one-take feature film, which we shot. We mounted a camera on the hood of a car and drove all over Hollywood while we told the story of a rideshare driver who lives a double life, tries to maintain the double life that he leads, but it all falls apart inside the car. So it's a drama, thriller, all happens in one take, no cuts at all, for a full hour and 47 minutes.
Real time, dealing with real traffic patterns, and in the extremities of Hollywood, it was quite the experience, yeah.
I think that's really brave.
Or very stupid, one of the two, yes. But yeah, we'll say brave, we'll take that one. Yeah, we'll take that, yeah.
No, I think it's brave and it's smart and there's a lot of courage.
Well, we appreciate that.
Thank you. So we had Liz come on as a stage manager, production manager, because we had to mimic the process of a theater rehearsal. And that's where my background's in theater and her background's theater. So I don't know, can you tell a little bit about the process and how that went?
Yeah, I mean, the unique thing was we rehearsed for almost a week. We had different modes of rehearsal. We started on Zoom because we were also dealing with COVID. And then we rehearsed in chairs because it was all inside of a car. And then we rehearsed in the actual car and slowly built up the steps. We had her prepare for improvising as well with the actors. So that kind of took a lot of coaching and planning ahead and intricate timing. And then we just dove in and started driving around, and we had 3 passes at it, 3 big takes. It was great. Yeah.
That's been the scary thing about that project is you can rehearse 1,000 times and you're going to get 1,000 different outtakes. So we got extremely lucky that we even pulled this off, and we are thrilled that it came out as well as it did.
I have to see this.
Please, we'd love that. That'd be great.
So, okay, Friday, and what time?
Oh, good question. 9 o'clock, 9 p.m.
Dash.
Dash, Friday at 9.
How exciting. This is inspiring.
Oh, great. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Thank you very much.
It kind of inspires myself to just go for it.
And that's kind of what it was. You know, I think we came out to Los Angeles. We were there for a couple months, and we were like, let's do this. We're not going to wait. Let's get it done. We've waited in New York for years. Let's stop waiting and get it done. And that's exactly what we did. And here we are. I've admired this festival for a long time, so it's just an honor to be here. This is really great.
Welcome to Cinequest 2022. What brings you here?
I have a feature film here I wrote and directed called Here Be Dragons, and this is the star of our film.
Okay.
My name's Alistair Newton-Brown. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And you're the star?
Yes. My name's Nathan Clark-Sassard. Very, very happy to be here. Yes. Well, I mean, who doesn't love a dragon? I mean,
dragons of the mind.
Dragons of the mind.
Yeah. Not real dragons.
There are kind of some real dragons. Yeah. I don't think you'd want to know those dragons, but you'd have to see it, which is happening on the 24th and 29th, if you would like to come and join, 9 p.m.
So what inspired this film?
Actually, I really wanted to make a contemporary noir film, but also a thinking man's film or a thinking woman's film, because I don't think there's enough of them around these days. So, and really interested in I used to be a history teacher, so I was really interested in that period of time, the Yugoslav wars and the impacts of that in that region, and so I just wanted to go and explore the topic and see what people are talking about in that region now. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so I play a war crimes investigator who's British that was a soldier in the Bosnian War, not doing anything because it's kind of what happened with NATO. But basically, they find out that the one guy that they always wanted to get, or he always wanted to get, might still be alive. So he decides to go off the reservation to go and find him. But I mean, the idea is that we're not making any real statements. It's about asking questions, and it's about can a human being be salvaged by actions after some terrible things they've done? Can it be is justice a real thing? It's sort of kind of big issues that are being we're just sort of humbly trying to ask a question that we want to know the answer to.
It's very timely, I think. It's very relevant to today when there's a lot of extreme opinions around. It's much more nuanced.
Okay, yeah. I understand that.
Yeah.
But we hope it's also a really entertaining thriller, which is kind of the point of it all, and a drama, and we're excited to be here in San Jose.
Is this your first time here?
Yeah, first time. Yeah. I flew in from Sydney 3 days ago.
Oh, welcome. Hello, welcome to Cinequest 2022. May I ask who you are and talk about your film?
My name's Corey Kupfer. I'm the writer, director, and producer of 7 Days. It's a feature film that's playing both Wednesday and Thursday night at Cinequest. And I call it an anthology. It's made up of 7 parts. You get to see one actress transform into 7 different women. It's a bit of an immersive experience where you get to see 7 possibilities for one soul. So sort of the basis for the whole thing is that we're all created equal, and that it's the causes and conditions of our lives that determine who we are.
Based on some psychology?
Potentially based on, I think it's just based on human experience, right? And I think that in the time we're living, I wanted to make something that was going to cultivate a little more empathy rather than divisiveness and,
Okay. So how did it get started?
Well, I sort of fell in love with the lead actress professionally, we say, and we knew we wanted to make something together. We were both equally frustrated with the lack of trajectory in both of our careers, and we didn't want to sit on our hands any longer. So we got together, and over the course of 2.5 years, we would scrape money together, shoot a section of it, go broke, do that again 7 different times, and it's independent in the truest sense. It's really self-funded. It only cost us $40,000 for the entire feature film. And I would say do not judge a film by its budget. The quality of the acting and the filmmaking will stand up right next to every film at the festival.
Oh, that's amazing. What cameras did you use?
We used a red, and we used all 1970s.
Red?
Yeah, red, and we used all 1970s Russian anamorphic lenses.
Interesting. Hey, welcome to Cinequest 2022. Is this your first time here?
It is. It's my first time.
I was actually here before in 2015.
Oh, welcome back, and welcome to you. So could you tell us about your film?
It's called Wild Bones. It's a psychological horror. It's about two sisters reconnecting after a long time apart, and about their different kind of realities of their past.
Yeah, different kind of perceptions of what actually took place in the past. So it's like a waking nightmare. So we're walking through their own ideas and their own perceptions.
Okay, what is the scariest part?
Scariest part? I don't know. There's kind of like a number of sequences where we do like a deep dive into like an abstract kind of dive into the mindset of the lead character, where everything is kind of these like mind explosions, we called them at the time, where it's very frantic and very textural and very atmospheric. So those kind of scenes are really intense, I think.
Yeah, the actress who plays my older sister, she has a very physical role, and I think some of her kind of scenes alone where she's quite physical is really quite intense. But also a scene at the end, don't want to give anything away, where she meets our mother, I think is very...
I'm just getting chills. I think it's something that I definitely would like to watch.
Yeah.
I like to be scared once in a while.
Do you?
Yeah.
You should come along. That'll be alright.
Yeah, you should.
Yes. So when does it premiere?
Premieres this Sunday, 9 p.m. at 3 Below. Sunday the 21st?
Yeah, Sunday 21st, and then we've got a second screening on Thursday 25th at Pruneyard Cinemas at 2 p.m.
Thank you so much. Hi, welcome to Cinequest 2022 and this beautiful California theater. So is this your first time here?
Cinequest, yes.
Yeah. So tell me about your movie.
Yes, my movie is Future Days, and it's a movie about a man who sends himself into his future to have an experimental love affair with his future self's girlfriend.
Oh, that's interesting. Interesting.
Kind of heady, but it's a sci-fi romance.
Oh, nice. And are you the producer?
I'm the writer, director, and the producer.
Acting?
No, I'm not acting. Unfortunately, that's one role I don't want to have.
You like to be behind the scenes?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I understand. Yeah. Is there anything about the movie that captures you the most?
Yeah, I love this idea. The future reaches back into the past and pulls us forward. And I really love this idea of your higher self has free will, but your current self has destiny and fate. So it's this mixture of fate, free will, and destiny, and kind of there's two versions of yourself, and they both kind of interact with each other.
That's awesome. Yeah, sounds thought-provoking.
Yeah, for sure. It's very
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Hello and welcome to Cinequest 2022. Is this your first time here?
It's my first time here. Yes, of course. I'm from Spain. I just came.
Welcome. Welcome.
I'm so happy.
Yes. Tell us about your film.
Sorry?
Tell us about your film.
Okay, my short film is my first choice. It's about those people who are our first choice in life. It's inspired I had breast cancer, so it's inspired in a moment that I lived in the hospital. And it's about two friends. One of them has problems with oral sex and his husband, and the other one is going to have a mastectomy. So they will realize that the only important in life is to support one to each other, to take care one to each other. They will take some choices in life, and well, maybe their happiness is being together and open to new sexual experiences.
Yeah. Oh boy, do I understand that. I do understand. I do understand. So what inspired you to write this story? Are you the writer?
Yes. Well, I'm an actress, but I started to write and to direct. And when I had breast cancer, suddenly there is one thing more important than others, that is yourself. And you can take the choice and you can do things that maybe in another moment you didn't think you could do it because maybe socially it's not it's not accepted, or the priorities change. And I was in a waiting room waiting for some results of my breast cancer, and my best friend came with me, and she tried to make me laugh, and that inspired me to write the...
Oh, I love that. Congratulations.
I'm very happy if people can watch it and can have a reflection, you know, and have some questions and have fun.
Beautiful. Hi, and welcome to Cinequest 2022.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah. Could you go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Absolutely. I'm Jennifer Levinson, and I'm the writer, executive producer, and star of Trust.
And I'm Jacob Heyman, cast director and producer on Trust.
Could you tell me about your film?
Yeah, absolutely. It's about three siblings attempting to reconcile over their mom's death, and it shows sort of the family dynamics and the levity in between those moments.
And what is your favorite part in the show?
I think I got to work with Lyndon Ashby, who's the OG Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat, and he's in Purple Hearts on Netflix right now, and being able to act opposite him was like a master class in acting, so that was the highlight for me.
Very nice. Very nice. So is there anything that you would like to share to help promote?
Sure. Well, we premiere this Friday at the Hammer Theater at 6:45 p.m. So I would just love to see a full house there and as many people as possible. And then we have 2 more screenings throughout this whole experience.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. Hi, welcome to Cinequest 2022.
Thank you.
Have you been here before?
As an attendee.
Oh, fun.
I had a tiny part in a feature film that was here before COVID, so this is my second time, but obviously a very different experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about your film.
So Last Chance Charlene, it's my debut feature as a writer and director. Allison stars in it, and it's about an actor, a struggling actor, a lovable struggling actor, trying to break into the screenwriting industry while also mourning the death of her brother by suicide, trying to keep her life together after it's totally fallen apart.
Okay. And your part?
I'm Charlene. I'm the struggling actor, which makes sense. And so I'm in, every scene working with him and telling the story.
Yeah. So how does it feel to act and as this character?
It feels very relatable in many ways. Personal experience, a lot of through lines, and also just a lot of exploring. And it's such an important message. And it was just a joy, and it was my first time kind of foraying into comedy, even though there's drama underneath. And so that was really fun too, and he's a dream to work with. And so it's been a wonderful experience.
You're a dream to work with? Yeah.
It's the truth.
So.
And I'm sure actors say that, but this is true.
Yes.
Allison was also amazing to work with, and I'll say the collaboration. I was originally writing this as Last Chance Charlie, and I was going to star in it, but I was working with her on another project, and I saw how amazing she was and how she was bringing other characters to life, and I thought, oh my gosh, no, I got to change this. She needs to be the star of this film, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made.
I was just going to say he's been regretting it ever since,
No,
but I'm so glad.
Hi, welcome to Cinequest 2022.
Thank you.
What brings you here?
I made a short film which will be shown in the program Shorts 4, Animated Worlds. The film is called Berto, however, Jonas but Mrs. Wohlgemuth, and it's a short animation drawn with black sand, a collaboration together with a writer and a musician. So it combines drawing and music and spoken word, the 3 art forms, and it is about bucket lists, what you want to do in life or what you plan to do.
Nice. Are you the writer?
I do the animation, and I'm the filmmaker. Yes.
What inspired you to do this?
Actually, there are 2 things. One is I do sand drawings, and I did want to elaborate it with the combination of spoken word and music and see how it influences my visual work. And I feel that life is too short, so I asked writers. I made 3 different films, worked in different teams, asked writers and musicians to collaborate and elaborate on the theme. So it's Shifting Sands is the project called.
Very nice, and it sounds like this is not going to be your last.
Hopefully not, no.
Life is too short.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And welcome to Cinequest 2022.
Thank you.
Tell me what brings you here.
So I'm the executive producer for a documentary film called Kids on Tech.
Kid on Tack. Okay, Tell me about that.
Yeah, so it's a film that's it's really about a worldwide issue, the issue of children and technology, and what does that do to the children, to the parents, and also to society. And so it's a film for parents, but also for educators to kind of understand the issues and be able to make their own choices in life. And it's really the issue is really to empower them. Because both parents and educators have been really disempowered by the tech industry and the messages that it has brought, and this is to give them power back.
Is that because it's so advanced? Because we're so quickly advancing?
Well, yeah. So technology, tech, the screens, came up very, very quickly in society, right? So if you compare with the cars, it took about almost 60 years for the cars to go from, the drawing board into not our living room but our garage. But tech, it took 15 years, and so the society has not adapted to it, really well, and that's to really speed up that reflection and make these choices. Cars did not come with seat belts; they came at a certain point, so they were children sitting in cars for a long time without seat belts, and it's the same thing with tech.
I can absolutely agree.
Thank you very much.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Yes, so your film is screening. Tell me about your film.
Our film, Paradoxical Dream, directed by Mohammad Khaki. This movie was created in Iran, produced and directed in Iran. And I don't know if you know more about the Iranian industry, but it's I think we are very lucky to be here, as in despite the fact that we have a lot of restrictions in Iran, but I think the movie came out really amazing, and now we're here to show the world. So it's a great opportunity, and film is, I can say, it's a very great. I can always compliment my own film, right? So this is what I'm gonna say. Our film is very much poetically made, I can say, and by him, of course, the art being created by him, and it's dreamy and of a dream of a woman who is quite depressed, and you can see the whole. I can say her thought process in an inhale of a tobacco, and until it lasts. Until it's exhale. So you can see in a gap of inhale and exhale of a tobacco of what is happening in her mind, and it's kind of dreamy, and so it's quite different.
Yes. How exciting!
I did everything on my
I know. Yes. How exciting! So it is premiering now. Hello, John.
Hello.
Welcome to Cinequest 2022.
Thank you so much. I'm excited.
What brings you here?
I have a film called Tell Me a Memory, and I made it while I was in Memphis. And
Tell Me a Memory.
Yeah, it's called Tell Me a Memory. It's a feature, and it's about a queer community in Memphis. It's a portrait series. And I just wanted to kind of get out of the way and let them tell their own stories. So I interviewed about 13 different people, and it's just them telling their stories. So growing up in Arkansas, I was pretty close to Little Rock and Memphis are similar cities, and I always knew there was this kind of untapped, unseen community that we often don't see because of the coasts, dominating the queer narrative. So I wanted to be able to kind of document that and just give a space for them to share their own stories, and this is the result.
That's very nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just wanted to capture what they were doing, and I initially started with a feature that had narrative elements too, and these were going to be kind of like intersections to that narrative. But then I started interviewing the people, and I was like, oh no, it should just be about the people. So I stopped writing, and I just made it a documentary.
Beautiful. Yeah. We look forward to watching your doc.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes. Hello, and welcome to Cinequest 2022.
I'm David Schendel, and I'm the producer and director of the film. And first of all, you asked me a question before, and I had three. This is my third premiere at Cinequest. My first film was Yank Tanks, which is about the Cuban car culture, which I shot in Cuba. That was 2002. Then in 2016, we premiered my film The Comedy Club, which is the history of a famous comedy club in San Francisco. And then this year, we're bringing Enduring Democracy to Cinequest, which is It's a civil rights story. It's an unknown civil rights story with a civil rights heroine that we are introducing to the world for the first time. The story's about a group of courageous women who stood up against Asian hate crimes in 1940s.
1940s.
Yes, in the 1940s.
Not today.
Not today. So it's strange how history repeats itself. But the documentary is kind of a textbook on how to fight back against that kind of bigotry and racism.
My name is Florentina Mocano, and I play one of the women who are actually historically involved in getting this petition signed. This film has historical reconstitution, so we could, we reanimated the story, and all of the actors who actually performed in the documentary did this for pro bono, because we all wanted the story to be brought to life. And actually Elizabeth here can tell you more, because she's not only an actor, but she's also a producer of this film.
She also plays the
heroine.
Amazing heroine that we're bringing to life again.
I played Nancy Costello.
This is really exciting. So, yes.
So I'm Elizabeth Nort, and I was able to play a woman named, she signed her name to this petition that she helped write, or wrote, Tony Ricketts, but she had a much longer name and a very complicated family history, and she became a role model and a hero for me. But basically she took this idea of the fact that we have civil rights in this country, and especially if you're an American citizen, we can't, those rights need to be respected. And during World War II, that was not true for Japanese Americans. So in 1945, towards the end of the war, she rallied the community of Monterey and got over 430 signatures to be printed in the Monterey Herald to welcome back Japanese Americans to their community. And in the film, we get to interview a lot of descendants of people who signed the film, as well as people who were in the internment camps or the incarceration camps, as they are better known as. And the Japanese American Citizen League of the Monterey Bay owns the film and was a key pivotal role in helping make this story come to light now.
Yeah. I should also mention that with the petitions was found a 16mm film that the Japanese Americans had shot in 1938, just of their community playing baseball, having ice cream on the wharf, not knowing that in 2 years their community would be completely destroyed.
Do you mind coming this way?
I'm Greg Sumner. I'm one of the producers on the project, and I also played John Steinbeck in it, and so that's my role.
Yeah.
So.
And assistant director.
And assistant director and sound guy and all the.
He wore a lot of hats.
Yeah. Are you? Yes, and you're having so much fun.
Yeah, very proud of the film, so it should be fun.
My name is Davia Schendel, and I assisted with pre-production, and I just want to say the story is a beautiful example of how allyship can succeed, and I think especially nowadays we need that more than ever.
Hi, welcome to Cinequest 2022.
Thank you.
Yeah. What brings you here?
Well, my film's playing tonight.
Wonderful.
It's called The Abandoned. I'm Jason, the director, and it's very exciting. Okay. Cinequest.
Abandoned.
The Abandoned, yes.
Okay. Tell us about the story.
So it's a mystery thriller. It's about a soldier in Iraq who is in the middle of a firefight, and he's hit with a blast of light, and he wakes up in a box in a strange prison cell kind of place, but he has no idea how he got there. There's no doors, there's no exits. And he has to figure out how to escape. And then things start getting really weird. So it's sort of like a Primer meets The Cube. If you've seen those movies, it's a very fun, cerebral thriller.
So interesting. What inspired you to write this?
Well, I actually am not the writer. A good friend of mine, Dwayne Worrell, wrote the script. Who is very good at writing small space movies, thrillers like that. I'm the director, and which is great because it takes a lot of pressure off of me. Because he crafted the brilliance of it, and then I could just carry it over the finish line. So, yeah. But I know what he said to me was the movie is essentially about characters who are finding their own voice and power, and they're in there because someone thinks they're a threat. So, and when he wrote the movie, he told me that he met a girl whose husband always told her to be stupid. He didn't like it when she talked smart, and she would do that because she didn't want to threaten him. So we used that as inspiration to write this film about how powerful you can be.
Hello and welcome to Cinequest 2022, and welcome to San Jose, Silicon Valley, and welcome to the California Theater. Have you been here before?
No, it's our first time.
No, in this scenario.
Oh, welcome. It's beautiful here, for the most part. So tell me about your film.
Well, the film, the name of the film is Ghost in Gloria. It's a romantic comedy, a spooky comedy, or about Gloria. Gloria has 30 years old and she never had an orgasm, and she met a ghost, and she fell in love with him.
The ghost.
And it's I think it's funny. I don't know, but we just came from the first screening and it was great. The audience was great. We are very glad to be here.
Where are you from?
I am from Uruguay and they are from California, and they are the producers. So it's wonderful to be in this amazing festival.
And did you write the story?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
a writer and director. Yeah.
Wonderful. And
he plays in the movie
and you're
too.
the actor too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you the ghost?
No. I'm the hero,
He's the savior for the girl.
Like
Yes.
Bukowski said,
Mhm.
in my stories I am the hero.
Yeah, well, I am the assistant producer. So I met, I saw one of Mauro's movies, Los Modernos, and I liked the movie, the way that was done. And by accident, I found him, or I met him. So that's when I tried to reach him and get invited for the next project. That's the one that is playing now. Yes, the costume.
It sounds like this is not the last.
No, well, we have some projects on the road, but hopefully we're gonna make some serious,
Beautiful. Yes. I love hearing that. Yep. And tell me.
Well, you want me to tell you about who? About me or about the movie? You want to know about me?
Your part.
Well, basically, I'm part in the investment about the movie. What I can tell you about Mauro is a very sensible person when he's writing, when he's producing, and when he's acting. So basically, I'm saving some money when he's acting, when he's producing, when he's writing. So that we'll be able to make us,
Yep. So
happen.
you're a believer.
Yes, I believe on him, and I will always put everything, whatever is necessary, in order to keep going with him.
With the sign.
We got our other partner is in Spain right now, introducing the movie too. Her name is Marcela. Marcela is in there right
Marcela
now.
Mata is our co-writer and director. Co-writer and co-director.
Okay.
She's in Spain now presenting the movie, so we are amazed.
Yeah, amazing. Well, welcome again to Cinequest.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. Hi, and welcome to Cinequest 2022. Yeah. And please tell me your name.
My name is Jess Benamou.
Okay. What brings you here?
I'm here with a short doc called Sada, which is screening at DocuNation. Yeah, thanks.
Could you elaborate on that just a little bit?
So it's a short documentary about the first Jewish farm in the UK, and it's looking at how they implement biblical laws, and how they align with sort of climate activism, I guess. So focusing on the law of Shemitah, which is about letting the land rest every 7 years, and why Jews do that, and what is the purpose basically behind it, or the kind of moral imperative, basically.
What inspired you to write this story?
So the UK Jewish Film Festival had a grant for unusual British stories, and that kind of made us go away and think what would be an unusual story that people don't know about the Jewish community in the UK. seemed like Jewish farmers was a good way to go, kind of moving away from the stereotype maybe of like suburban Jews, moving away tonally from kind of fast talking. Actually, it's not entirely accurate, but moving away from kind of like a certain style of comedy and thinking more about kind of spirituality and religion in a slightly different way to what we see in kind of mainstream films. Yeah.
Well, welcome to Cinequest 2022. And
Thank you.
tell me, what brings you here?
Well, I'm Sam Fraser. I am here, actually, I had a movie a couple years ago, and then COVID hit. So I'm here picking that up. It's called The Tall Bike Joust. It's basically, it's a movie of a real event. You get a bicycle frame, and then you weld another bicycle frame on top of that. Then you get people on top of that, and they joust each other in a craft brewery parking lot. It's a really bad idea, because they're falling on the asphalt. So we're still going around with that, and we're going to start a Tall Bike Joust World Cup. And we're going to go through different cities in the Southeast, and eventually the country, and then the world, and we will crown a Tall Bike Joust World Cup champion. So there you go.
It's fun. It's hilarious.
It's great.
Yeah. So, and you're the actor.
I'm Elizabeth Johnson. I'm an actress and a screenwriter, and I'm doing press for this film festival. So I'm really excited to be here. We've been coming here, well, I grew up in San Jose, and I live in LA, and lived in New York, and we've been coming here since its very beginning. My parents discovered it. So I have short films in other festivals right now, but not in Cinequest, so one day.
Fun.
One day.
Cinequest is beautiful.
It is. It's really incredible, and I was telling Hafton, it's really nice to not have the Lego avatar cocktails. Sometimes you just need in real life, in person, and old friends.
Yeah.
And you know, it's life affirming to be here. So I'm really grateful.
2 years of wondering if people actually exist. You're kind of seeing them virtually. Like, I bet you this person doesn't really exist. This is some kind of simulation, and I'm probably living in a simulation. It's nice to find out that that's actually not the case.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think you exist.
Oh, well,
Yes.
appreciate that from both of you.
Yeah, you really do.
Stacy Poulos. I'm the director and producer of Behind the Light.
The most amazing producer in the world, right?
Thank you. You're very sweet. So we actually got it in a couple of film festivals around the United States, and basically what happened is I made a music video of Sarah Smith, and she is from Canada, and in order for me to show her how I picked this and that, I did a lot of selfie videos. And because I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff, I helped this one movie theater become a first run movie theater. And I told him, hey, you know, when we did this music video, it won 5 awards. And I said, do you think you could play it in the movie theater, you know, in between, you know, the things? He goes, how long is it? And I said, 4 minutes. He goes, that's too long. He goes, what if I gave you the day? And I said, okay. So I'm like, I'm not going to have everybody come to the movie theater for 4 minutes. So I ended up making a documentary from all the selfie videos and all that kind of stuff. So it turned out really cool. And that won awards. So right before COVID, we did a world premiere online, but we never were able to do something like this. So I'm doing my world premiere.
I wish the best for you. And you were such a fun person and quirky. We love quirky people.
Well, maybe
you're quirky.
I'm a pirate, and I'm a kayaker. And I have a lot of footage. So I'm going to make a documentary, and then I'm going to bring it back to Cinequest.
As we close our red carpet event, I would like to thank the many wonderful artists, entertainers, and filmmakers as they shared their excitement and elation for the movies they represent. Tonight is a celebration where the culmination of their dreams, their passion, and their hard work brought their vision to the silver screen for all of us to enjoy. Until the next Cinequest, I'm your host, Bridget Guila, bidding you farewell and a good night from the California Theater in San Jose, California.